Welcome back to part 2 of our Ultimate English Shadowing series. Today we are taking a massive step forward with 250 natural sentences to transform your fluency. We will travel from the busy city streets to global adventures, covering 3 levels: beginner, intermediate, and advanced. This is a complete workout for your ears and your tongue. Listen to each sentence and repeat it loudly during the pause. Are you ready for this challenge? Let's begin. Part 1. Beginner level. I wake up early. The city is busy. I see the cars. The sun is up. I walk to work. I see a bus. The bus is red. I drink my coffee. The coffee is hot. I see a shop. The shop is open. I buy a paper. I see a park. Children are playing. I wear my coat. The wind is cold. I find a seat. I wait for my friend. My friend is late. I check my watch. It is 9 o'clock. I see the sky. The clouds are gray. It starts to rain. I have an umbrella. I open it now. The street is wet. I see a dog. It is running fast. I like this city. The food is good. I buy an apple. The apple is sweet. I hear a taxi. The driver is nice. I get inside. I am going home. My house is near. I see the light. I find my keys. I open the door. The room is warm. I sit on the chair. I am very tired. I take off my shoes. I listen to music. The music is soft. I read a letter. The letter is long. I write a note. I use a pen. The pen is blue. I look at photos. My family is happy. I cook my dinner. I smell the soup. The soup is tasty. I use a spoon. I wash the plate. The kitchen is clean. I see the moon. The stars are bright. It is very dark. I close the window. I lock the door. I brush my teeth. I wash my face. The water is cool. I feel very fresh. I put on pajamas. I go to bed. My bed is soft. I use a pillow. I turn off the light. The room is quiet. I close my eyes. I dream of travel. I am very safe. Good night to everyone. See you tomorrow. Part 2. Intermediate level. Today I am planning a big trip across Europe. I need to pack my suitcase with warm clothes. First, I have to check my passport and tickets. Everything must be ready before the taxi arrives. The airport is usually very crowded on weekends. I arrive at the terminal and find my gate. I have to wait in a long line for security. Finally, I hear the announcement for my flight. I find my seat next to a large window. The plane takes off and leaves the ground. I can see the city getting smaller and smaller. The clouds look like white mountains from up here. The flight attendant offers me a cup of juice. I try to sleep during the long night flight. A few hours later, we land in a new country. The weather is different and the air is humid. I go through immigration and get my stamp. I find my luggage at the baggage claim area. Now I need to find a way to the hotel. I decide to take the train to the city center. The train is very modern and moves very fast. I look at the map on my mobile phone. I get off at the station near the main square. The hotel is located in an old, beautiful building. The receptionist welcomes me with a kind smile. My room is on the 5th floor with a balcony. I can see the whole city from my window. After a short rest, I go out to explore. I walk through narrow streets with colorful walls. I stop at a small cafe to try the local food. The waiter recommends a special dish with fish. It tastes amazing and has many different spices. I see many tourists taking photos of the monuments. I visit a museum full of ancient paintings. The history of this place is very interesting. I buy a postcard to send to my parents. I write about my first day in this city. Then I find a bookstore and buy a guide. The guide explains the best places to visit. I want to see the old castle on the hill. Tomorrow I will wake up very early again. I need to charge my phone and my camera. Traveling alone is a great way to learn. You meet new people and hear new stories. Sometimes it is difficult to understand the language, but I use a translation app to help me. People here are very helpful and friendly. I learn how to say thank you and hello. The local market is full of fresh fruits. I buy some grapes and a small bottle of oil. The prices are reasonable and not too high. I walk back to my hotel as the sun sets. The city lights look like stars on the ground. I feel safe walking in these quiet streets. There is a street musician playing the guitar. I stop for a few minutes to listen. I give him a small coin and he smiles. This journey is making me very happy. I think about all the places I want to see. Maybe next year I will visit Asia. For now, I want to enjoy this moment. I reach my hotel and go to my room. I take a warm shower and feel relaxed. I write in my diary about my feelings. I am grateful for this wonderful opportunity. Tomorrow is going to be another adventure. I check the weather forecast for tomorrow. It says it will be sunny and warm. That is perfect for a long walk. I prepare my backpack with some snacks. I also bring a bottle of water. I make sure my wallet is in my pocket. I turn off the television and read a bit. The book is about a famous explorer. His stories are very inspiring to me. I feel like I am also an explorer. The world is so big and beautiful. I am glad I decided to travel today. I set my alarm for 7 o'clock. I need to get enough sleep for tomorrow. I feel the soft breeze from the balcony. The city never sleeps, but it is calm. I am ready for my next big challenge. My heart is full of peace and joy. Good night to this beautiful new city. Part 3. Advanced level. Navigating through a foreign city requires both patience and a sense of humor. I found myself wandering through the labyrinthine alleys of the old town today. Each turn revealed a hidden courtyard or a centuries-old fountain. The architectural details of the cathedral were absolutely breathtaking to behold. I couldn't help but marvel at the craftsmanship of the stone carvings. It's fascinating how history seems to whisper from every ancient wall. I spent the entire afternoon observing the local way of life from a terrace. People watching is one of my favorite activities when I'm in a new environment. You can learn so much about a culture just by watching their daily interactions. I noticed how gracefully the locals balance tradition with modern life. Later on, I engaged in a long conversation with a local artisan. He explained the intricate process of creating handmade leather goods. His passion for his craft was evident in every word he spoke. These personal encounters are what make traveling truly meaningful for me. I'm constantly amazed by how much we have in common despite our differences. The evening air was filled with the aroma of roasting coffee and fresh pastries. I decided to challenge myself by ordering my meal entirely in the local language. Even though I made a few mistakes, the waitress was incredibly encouraging. Learning a language is much more effective when you're immersed in it. I've realized that perfection isn't necessary as long as you can communicate. After dinner, I walked towards the river to watch the reflection of the lights. The water shimmered with vibrant colors, creating a truly cinematic atmosphere. I felt a profound sense of gratitude for being able to witness such beauty. Travel has a unique way of broadening your perspective on the world. It pushes you out of your comfort zone and forces you to adapt quickly. Every challenge I faced on this trip has taught me something valuable. Whether it was getting lost or missing a train, I've managed to stay calm. Resilience is a quality that you develop naturally when you're on the road. I've become much more confident in my ability to handle unexpected situations. The hustle and bustle of the city center is quite an intense experience. Yet, there's an undeniable energy that keeps you moving and curious. I found a secluded park where I could escape the noise for a while. It was a perfect sanctuary for reflection and quiet contemplation. I've been keeping a detailed journal of my observations and thoughts. It helps me process everything I'm seeing and hearing every single day. Sometimes I just sit and listen to the symphony of city sounds. The distant sirens, the chatter of voices, and the hum of traffic. It's the heartbeat of a place that never truly goes to sleep. Tomorrow, I plan to venture out into the countryside to see the vineyards. I've heard that the scenery there is quite different from the urban landscape. I'm looking forward to the rolling hills and the slower pace of life. Variety is definitely the spice of life when it comes to traveling. I've also been trying to improve my photography skills during this trip. Capturing the right lighting and the perfect moment is quite a skill. I want these photos to tell a story of my journey for years to come. As I reflect on my journey, I feel a deep sense of accomplishment. I've stepped outside of my routine and embraced the unknown with open arms. There's a certain freedom in not knowing exactly what the next day will bring. I've learned to trust my instincts and follow my curiosity wherever it leads. The cultural heritage of this region is incredibly rich and diverse. I attended a traditional dance performance that left me completely mesmerized. The rhythm of the drums and the elegance of the dancers were unforgettable. It's inspiring to see how people preserve their roots and celebrate their identity. I also had the chance to visit a local university and talk to some students. Their optimism for the future was both refreshing and contagious. We discussed global issues and the importance of cross-cultural understanding. It reminded me that despite our borders, we are all part of one global community. I've become much more aware of my own biases and assumptions lately. Travel is perhaps the best education one can ever hope to receive. It challenges your beliefs and opens your mind to new ways of thinking. I'm already starting to feel like a different person than when I first arrived. My perspective has shifted, and my understanding of the world has grown. I'm also becoming much more mindful of the environment and my impact on it. Sustainable travel is something that I'm becoming very passionate about. I try to support local businesses and reduce my waste whenever possible. Every small action contributes to the preservation of these beautiful places. Tonight, I'm staying in a small boutique hotel with a lot of character. The decor is a mix of modern art and traditional craftsmanship. I love the attention to detail and the warm, welcoming atmosphere. It feels like a home away from home in the heart of a foreign city. I'll spend some time tonight planning my routes for the upcoming week. There are still so many landmarks and hidden gems that I want to discover. I've learned that the best discoveries are often the ones you don't plan. Spontaneity is an essential ingredient for any truly great adventure. I'm going to let the wind take me wherever it decides to blow tomorrow. Life is an incredible journey, and I'm just getting started with mine. I hope to inspire others to step out and see the world for themselves. There is so much beauty out there waiting to be explored and appreciated. As the moon rises over the city skyline, I feel a sense of total peace. Everything is as it should be, and I am exactly where I need to be. I will treasure these memories and lessons for the rest of my life. My journey continues, and I am eager to see what's around the next corner. I'm signing off for tonight with a heart full of wonder and excitement. May your own journey be as fulfilling and eye-opening as mine has been. Good night, world, and thank you for all the magic you've shown me. Congratulations! You have completed the ultimate shadowing challenge with 250 sentences. If you made it this far, your English is already becoming more natural and fluent. Please give this video a like if it helped you, and subscribe for part 3. Don't forget to tell me in the comments, what is your dream city to visit? Stay consistent, keep practicing, and I will see you in the next video.